So simple, like you can use any form of liquid. Like if you were to get cut with anything, just literally take, if you couldn't get the bleeding to stop, just take and dab a little bit of the powder on the herb on there. It'll coagulate and it will purify that wound as well. And I was going to do the research before today, but how many people do you think, how many soldiers and veterans do we have that either they're losing their limbs or they have infections that can't get controlled, and it just, what do you do with it,
And I think years after the fact,
Yeah,
I think you're going to see more and more of that, and all the evidence you need is just a quick walk through a VA hospital.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Because you've got, soldiers like, take me for example. When I left for Iraq, I was, relatively healthy.
Right.
Now, with the VA system, the VA has me at 100% disabled because of the abuse that I put my body through in Iraq.
Absolutely.
I think it's time that with all of the with all of these conflicts and all of the numbers coming back, I think we're overwhelming the VA system.
Oh, for
So
sure.
I think it's time for us to look for alternative ways to try to help those things.
Absolutely. The more that we can do to help those that are keeping our country safe to where we can have these freedoms. And so many people don't realize what a soldier goes through or their families, just for the time that you're away. And it's a mental state of mind for the soldier deployed and for the family back home. And, going through that transition, a lot of people don't think about that and don't realize it.
You're absolutely correct. I didn't have, and even from a soldier's point of view, I didn't have a really good concept of it until probably years later, when my wife and I were talking, and she explained to me how much the deployment impacted her.
Absolutely.
And, because when you're in theater, your whole focus is your mission and your people to your left and to your right. So you got to kind of push out of your head, everybody at home and rest that they've got it taken care of. But really, those military spouses, they are the unsung heroes of the military because they're keeping everything intact.
Absolutely.
And then when the soldier comes home, more so than any counseling or any Army program or Army briefing that you can go to, they're the ones that are integrating that person back into society. They're the ones that are tending to the wound care that the person may have.
Absolutely.
And it may be something that, just from the years of abuse, 5 years afterwards, they're getting a surgery, and now they're having to spend 6, 8, 10 weeks caring for this individual again because of the abuse that they put their body through. Now they had to have a corrective surgery.
Right. And if we have all this stuff, I'm not saying it would stop every injury, but if we can minimize as much as we can, all these toxic burn pits, all this, you never know different areas that you're into. A simple cut could turn around and lead to gangrene if you can't do nothing about it.
Oh, absolutely.